AppSheet is a really great way to build smart custom mobile apps using Google Spreadsheets to push and pull data. In this example, I've pulled data from student active internships into an app so that students can then go and sign in and sign out of their internships, and that information is then recorded on a separate Google spreadsheet. To start off, we have a spreadsheet here, Google spreadsheet, that is showing all of the students in our school that have active internships, and it shows all the data about those internships. So the student email, the site address, the site name, the mentor name, and so forth and so on. Think about designing this data set to meet the needs of the mobile app that you are building. So including things like student email address will help later on so that students can log in, and that'll be the identity for their login to the mobile app, which will pull all of their internship data. Without getting too into how to set up your mobile app, I will show you that this spreadsheet has the name LTI App Site Data. And then if I go over to the app builder in AppSheet, you'll notice here that there's some data that's being pulled from something that's called LTI App Site Data Schema. That is the file that I just referenced. That is the spreadsheet that I just referenced. And so you see there that all of these fields here are the same fields that are in the spreadsheet columns. These columns here are replicated in the field names here for the mobile app. When you set up AppSheet, it pulls all that data for you, and then you can start to customize how you want that data to be displayed in your mobile app. And then in this example of creating the internship sign in and sign out, there's another spreadsheet that is accessed for this mobile app, and that is the form data that is pushed to the spreadsheet from the app. That's the internship sign in, sign out document, and that is this document right here. And you see here this is filled with student data that students have filled out when they've signed in and signed out of their internships. You notice that there's a timestamp for when they sign in or sign out, the location, it pulls the GPS coordinates from the student's phone, and then all of their information. And then also it's important to note here that, as I'll show you in a minute, on the mobile app, students can collect pictures, take pictures that also are posted. These show up in a folder in your Google Drive account. Once you have set up the data that you're using for your application and the user interface, the user experience in terms of what they see on the application, and things like the branding, putting in logos and the style of the font and the overall style of the app, you can also go in and give some identifying information about your application. When you're done with all that, you can do a check. In the check here, just make sure that you don't have any errors that will cause the application to not work properly. And when you're ready, you can say mark the app as deployable. And at this point, I get green checks all across the top, which means this app is ready to be shared. Once you've done the check for the app, all you need to do is add students' email addresses to share this install link and ask them to open up this email on their mobile device and follow the steps to install their new custom app. So once you deploy the app, you can follow the instructions to have students install the application on their Android or iOS device. This is the LTI Signin Signout app right here. And you'll see here that this takes a second to load up because it's actually running on top of the AppSheets application. It's asking to use the location. This is the first time I've turned it on in a while. And then you'll see here that I have a student logged in here. And so because of that, you're going to see a map here. So the student can find where their internship is because they have that map location there. They can even open this up and see details about the location, including the site phone number if they need to get in touch with them. And then they could go, and when they get to the site for the day, they can type the day. It already shows up as the timestamp for the date. The site shows that student's site as the only site, but if they have two sites because they have an internship, two internships, then it'll show up as their two choices. The kid could put in their name. I'm going to put in my name right now. And then the advisor, And then they could say signing in, or I'll say right now signing out because it's the end of the day. And was the mentor present? They can set what their goals for the day were. And then at the bottom here, they can even take a picture, as you see here, of stuff that's happening at their internship. They can include that picture in their posting to help authenticate that they were at their internship for the day.